Hi, this is Fatima. Here let us understand the environment tag helper with example in ASP.NET Core MVC application. Before proceeding to this video, watch my previous video to get a brief idea of this environment tag helper. As we know, the environment tag helper in ASP.NET Core supports rendering the different content based on our application environment. So, if we set our application environment to dev, then we have to load the non-minified Bootstrap CSS from our own server itself. Suppose our application environment is staging or production, then we need to download the minified Bootstrap CSS files from Content Delivery Network, that is CDN. If the CDN is down, then we need to download the minified Bootstrap CSS files from our own server itself. Let us achieve this in our application. This is an ASP.NET Core MVC application we have created with a simple empty project template. Let us use this in order to understand the environment tag helper with some examples. Other than the development environment, we have to load the minified Bootstrap CSS file from the CDN, that is Content Delivery Network. So in order to get the Bootstrap link, just visit getbootstrap.com and click on this documentation. You can CDN link to include the Bootstrap's compiled CSS. Environment, staging or production include staging or production. First is staging, or production environment. We need to load the minified Bootstrap CSS file from the CDN link. So we have to paste the link that we have copied now. So for the staging and production, these things will load the minified Bootstrap CSS file from this CDN link. So with these changes in place, now let's run the application. We will see the output with Bootstrap style changes. Even though we changed our environment variable to staging in launch settings.json file. So when you click on the view button, you will be able to see the product details. So you will see the output as expected. So by using this include attribute of the environment tag helper, we can set a single hosting environment name or a comma separated list of hosting environment names. Along with this include attribute, we can also use the exclude attribute. So the exclude attribute is basically used to render the content of the environment tag when the hosting environment, that is this environment, does not match the environment that we specified in this attribute. This also means that it will load the minified CSS file from the CDN when the application environment is not development. Application environment variable is not development, so it will load the minified CSS file from the CDN. So now let's run the application. Our application works fine with the Bootstrap style changes, but we are using the exclude attribute in the environment tag helper instead of the include attribute. The advantage of using this exclude attribute is that in future if we add some more environment like UAT, then we no need to change the code here in layout_first.cshtml because it's checked for excluding development environment. So all other environments will load the minified bootstrap CSS file from the CDN. What is the use of this integrity in this link? This attribute is used for SRE check, that is the sub-resource integrity check. It's a security feature which allows the browser to check if the file is retrieved from the CDN has been maliciously altered or not. When the browser downloads the file, it regenerates the hash and compares the regenerated hash with this integrated attribute hash value. Both the hash values match, then only the browser allows the file to be downloaded, otherwise it is blocked. So let me add something here. With this change, now let's run the application. So you will see the output without the bootstrap style changes. So press F12 and click on this console. You can see here failed to find the valid digest in the integrity attribute for the resource. As we changed the hash value, this resource has been blocked. So if you see here, our application is not able to download the files from the CDN since the resources has been blocked. In this case, or if the case the CDN is down for some reason, then we want our application to fall back and load the bootstrap, that is minified bootstrap file from our local server, our own server. So along with this, we have to specify the fallback source using the ASP-fallback-href attribute. Attribute is basically used when the CDN is down or for some reason if our application is unable to reach our CDN. In this case, our application should fall back and download the minified bootstrap file from our own server. Just drag and drop this minified bootstrap here. In order to check whether the CDN is down or not, we have to use 3 more attributes. Let us see what are they. ASP-fallback test class, and their attribute values. ASP-fallback test property to be position. ASP-fallback test value should be absolute. Obviously, there is some processing involved to calculate the hash and compare it with this integrity attribute hash value. So for most applications, fallback source is their own server. We have the option to turn off the integrity check. So in our application, our fallback source is our own server. So we have the option to turn off this integrity check for the files downloaded from the fallback sources. We can do this by setting ASP-suppress fallback integrity attribute to true. So with these changes in place, now let's run the application. You will see the output as expected with the bootstrap style changes. Now let us press F12 and see the console tab. So it fails as the integrity value is not matched. So it must load the file from our application server. As we have mentioned, the fallback source to our application server's minified bootstrap file. Source of our application loads the minified bootstrap CSS file from our own server. It shows the expected output. Hope you enjoyed this video. Our next video is about how to create a responsive navigation menu in ASP.NET Core MVC. Thank you.